Arirang Radio.
Welcome back to the second half of the show. We're gonna throw a little bit of song selection battle between these two amazing artists, Vinci and Marcus of Horizon. Don't go anywhere, and please send them as many welcoming messages as possible during the next transition. This is Rocky with Christmas Dance and Akmu with Lovely.
1, 2, 3.
Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas. 창밖을 봐 눈이 오잖아 오직 널 위해서 아직도 널 보면 설레이는 맘 너도 나와 같은 맘일까 내년에도 함께 하고 싶어 Oh Merry Christmas 1번 1초가 꿈 같던 밤 1년이 지나도 똑같은 맘 I love you, want you 언제나 너의 옆자리 I'll be there I will always love you, baby 사랑이 가득한 밤 서로를 축복하는 밤 하늘이 내려준 넌 내가 최고의 선물 Oh yeah 너만 있으면 돼 모든 게 완벽해 매일 봐도 새로운 넌 내게 매일 다시 태어나게 해 Oh 아름다워 온 세상 하얗게 물들어 크리스마스 트리 앞에서 두 손 꼭 잡고서 오직 널 위한 노래를 불러 너만을 위해서 춤추고 싶어 영원히 약속하면 Merry Christmas Merry Christmas 창밖을 봐 눈이 오잖아 오직 널 위해서 아직도 널 보면 설레이는 맘 너도 나와 같은 맘일까 내년에도 함께 하고 싶어 Merry Christmas dance 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 Merry Christmas dance yeah 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 dance 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 Merry Christmas dance yeah 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 운명이 있다면 그게 바로 우리야 난 너 하나만을 위한 산타 오늘도 꿈꿔 너와의 사랑 싹 계절이 지나도 변함없잖아 태양보다 더 빛이 나는 너 내 세상을 밝혀줘 너의 존재 이유 하나로 외치나 저 별보다 더 저 멀리 떠날까 겨울바다 바람이 불어와 우리에게 말해 원하는 거 모두 다 들어줄게 소원을 말해봐 나만 있으면 된다고 너의 모든 것들이 감동이야 아름다워 온 세상 하얗게 물들어 크리스마스 트리 앞에서 두 손 꼭 잡고서 오직 널 위한 노래를 불러 너만을 위해서 춤추고 싶어 영원히 약속하면 Merry Christmas Merry Christmas 창밖을 봐 눈이 오잖아 오직 널 위해서 아직도 널 보면 설레이는 맘 너도 나와 같은 맘일까 내년에도 함께 하고 싶어 Merry Christmas dance 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 Merry Christmas dance yeah 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 dance 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 Merry Christmas dance Baby 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 나를 감싸 안아줘 Oh baby 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 나의 품속에 빠져들려 세상 그 누구도 부럽지 않아 너무 행복하잖아 너를 만난 건 행운이야 Merry Christmas Merry Christmas Merry Christmas Merry Christmas 창밖을 봐 눈이 오잖아 오직 널 위해서 아직도 널 보면 설레이는 맘 너도 나와 같은 맘일까 내년에도 함께 하고 싶어 Merry Christmas dance 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 Merry Christmas dance yeah 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 dance 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 Merry Christmas dance yeah yeah yeah
You know 내 스타일이 아닌 음악을 들어도 You know 좋아하지 않는 음식을 먹어도 우산 없이 비가 와 홀딱 따져줘도 좋아 I love
관계 디비데베르 매일 봐도 좀 같이 bigger beginning 춤추고 싶어 yeah 빌리 빌리진 우리 앞 우리 옆 yeah 시기 질투 자유로운 날개처럼 펄펄펄 송이가 나를 삼킬걸 알면서 나에 뛰어들었어 점점점점점
So lovely day, so lovely. Every day with you, so lovely. Do 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 do.
Spell L-O-V-E-L-E-E 이름만 불러도 you can feel it 눈빛만 봐도 알면서 말로
You know, 아끼는 옷에 커피를 쏟아도 You know, 내가 준 목걸이를 잃어버려도 한 번 더 같은 걸 사준 걸 다시 또 잃어도 좋아 I don't care, I just care about you
여기 어때? How you like that? 퍼주고 될게 빈 털털이 주빌라떼 박수가 채안 봐고 누가 베개 넣었세 비타민 U가 필요해 만들어줘 새도랗게 자꾸 문이 벌집 두 눈에 Honey help, honey help
So lovely day, so lovely. Every day with you, so lovely. Do 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 do.
Spell L-O-V-E-L-E-E 이름만 불러도 you can feel it 눈빛만 봐도 알면서 말로
누구 사랑받고 그리 예쁘게 컸니? Mommy or your daddy or them both?
lovey things 너의 곁에 every day good morning good night 너 이름 부를 때
So lovely day, so lovely. Every day with you, so lovely.
Spell L-O-V-E-L-E-E 이름만 불러도 you can feel it 눈빛만 봐도 알면서 말로
Arirang Radio.
It's time to tune in and discover the best of K-pop and Korean culture on Radio News. Welcome to the song selection battle between these two amazing artists in Final Pick. Well, joining us tonight we have Vinci of Horizon and the youngest member of Horizon, Marcus. Welcome to both of you.
Yes.
Hello.
We're back. Great to be back.
Okay, how's life?
Oh, a lot happened actually.
happened.
Since
Because
the
we
last
weren't
time
here
we got
last
here.
week.
Right.
Right.
So
I mean, at least you were here last week.
Yeah, I wasn't
Oh,
here
yeah.
last week. I was pretty nervous.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it has been a roller coaster of
Oh,
a
yeah.
few days.
We're gonna get to that real soon. But before we move on to speaking about the AAA award and all that great achievement you guys achieved recently, I have to mention this. Vinci and Marcus just gave me this box of Hopia, and it's my first
Yeah.
time trying this thing, and I gotta say, up until I tried this cookie, I thought I knew everything about life. But it feels like a totally new world now.
Oh my gosh.
And I gotta say, this is the best snack ever in my life. If you guys never tried this one before, try it out yourself. You're gonna fall in love with it.
So good.
Anyway, thank you so much once again.
Yes, it's my favorite as well. It's a personal favorite of mine.
Okay,
So
thank
enjoy.
you. Anyway, so let's speak about the AAA awards that you guys were on last week. So how was that event? And then from what I know, you guys were awarded with AAA Focus Awards, right?
Yes, correct.
So tell us about it.
Well, it was very. It's such an honor to be part of the award show, let alone win an award and perform there. It was such a cool moment for Horizon. It was a
Okay.
first. And yeah, I did a speech, so I think I've said my part about it. So maybe Marcus, how do you feel if you were to do the speech?
If I were to do the speech, well, I like to be real. Like this is literally a dream come true, and it's it. So many people say dream come true, but this is like the most literal dream come true is because like I remember like even for my birthday wish, I would tell people like I want Horizon to have a trophy. I want Horizon to receive an award with our name on it, with the name of the award, and that all happened. And on one of the biggest award shows out there, which is I can't be more.
And you got another one today.
Oh right,
You have to mention it.
Yeah, today we went to the Korean Wave Awards and we won Foreign Rising Star Award.
Thank you
So
so much.
yeah, man, it keeps getting better and better, and I can't be more thankful for our anchors because they all do the work, you know. So.
Congrats on winning and winning and winning and winning. What kind of prize do you guys want to get in the future?
I mean,
Well, aside from prize, it could be number one in charts. And
yeah,
stuff.
I mean, and album sales
Yeah.
that go crazy. That
Yeah.
would be amazing, you know.
I think you'll get there. I mean, I saw Vinci perform on stage live that day, and I saw a huge potential in looking at it from
And
the back.
nerves. I was like the nerves were just like nerving. Because it was my first time performing solo, and
Yeah.
it didn't help that I was alone without my member, so it felt.
We gotta talk about how before you got there. 'Cause we were
because
at. I remember. So
Oh,
you know, because that we literally just got back from Korea,
Right.
and you know when you land at the airplane and then the pilot says like, all right, wait a few minutes, sit down,
Right.
and then when the sign goes off, that's where you could go. After the sign goes off,
I just scooted.
he just stood up and ran with our manager Nim.
I mean, not only that, but your flight was also delayed that day.
Yeah.
That's
Right?
the crazy thing.
Yeah.
Stress.
So we really had to double time to make it to
Stress.
rehearsals.
Thank you
and-
so much for making it to the special.
so
that
fun.
day.
It was so
so
fun.
enjoyable for me personally. I wish I get to talk to you more in person that day, but yeah, we're gonna do it later.
You were busy.
I mean, you were busy that day.
I was busy as well. We were busy.
Yeah. Anyway, tell us about this segment. What is this segment all about?
Here I am again reading the script.
Go.
Final pick is the time for a song selection battle between two sentimental artists. We'll read some messages sent in by our listeners and recommend songs to him or her. Then there will be a voting on whose song selection was better.
Yes, that is right. And depending on whoever wins, they get to choose the final song to wrap up tonight's show. And which song did you guys bring in today?
Dash and 16.
16. But we're switching it up though. We're switching it up because last time I went Dash.
Yeah.
I think this time I'm going 16.
I'm going Dash now.
Okay, so if Vinci wins, we're gonna play 16, and Marcus wins, then we're gonna play Dash. Anyway, shall we get to the first message right away from Maxine? Marcus, take it away.
All right. Good day to all listeners. Hello. So my story starts when I'm having feelings with my friend. At first I thought it's just a crush, but I was wrong. My feelings became deep until I feel like it's love. I confessed to her, but she rejected me.
Oh,
That hurts. We stay connected and we are super close until now. I understand her decision, but I am very confused because until now she's giving mixed signals, even though she already rejected me. It's hard for me to move forward in this situation. Should I stay away from her or just go with the flow?
wow, this is tricky.
Actually,
It's gonna be. I personally assume it's gonna be a little hard for Marcus to answer. Have you ever been in
Here I
love
am.
with someone?
I mean, we all got the puppy love, you know, from what, kindergarten, you know. I would give this.
Those are still love. but
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I would give this girl when I was like 3 years old. I'd give her I would take flowers from the garden and give it to her
Oh, wow.
at recess.
Dude, how do you remember things happened when you were 3?
I vividly remember. She's my first ever crush.
Wow. First love, yeah.
Yeah.
So
First
what kind
love.
of flower was it?
It was a sunflower.
Oh,
Wow.
Every day.
Even the flower.
Everyday sunflower.
Yeah.
I'd even give her my money.
Wow,
And
you
my-
had
and
money.
I remember my mom would find out I gave her money and she got mad at me.
Yeah.
Because that was my only money to buy like food or whatever. Sorry, mom.
Wow.
Yeah.
But the effort, the amount of effort you put into that
Yeah.
relationship,
Yeah,
picking
exactly.
flowers on a daily basis for her.
As a child.
Was it always sunflower?
Yeah, it was always sunflower. It was always sunflower in the garden. So I kind of relate to the pain
Oh.
that, Maxine is going through right now.
Okay, interesting. So how did that relationship turn out for you?
After kindergarten,
Yeah.
we went to different schools. We
Right,
never
right.
talked for like 9-10 years.
Okay.
And then we had this reunion
Oh,
when I was like 10.
okay.
So it's
So
7
many
years.
happenings in your life as a
Sorry,
young
so
child.
that was not 9 years, just 7 years
Yeah.
of not seeing each other. And then our parents, right? My mom told her mom, or I don't know what happened. It was a birthday party, and we were like, yo, we should do a reunion after 7 years.
Yeah.
And I met her again
Yeah.
after 7 years, but my feelings were gone.
Oh, I mean, it's natural.
Yeah.
Thank you
Wow.
so much for sharing your story. So I guess the takeaway from your story is if you take a certain amount of distance from the other person that you have crush on, then it's gonna fade away slowly in time.
Exactly.
Okay, thank you so much for the wise words. What about you, Mr. Vinci?
Well, I think if they really feel like there's a connection, a potential connection, then it wouldn't hurt to try again.
Yeah.
But then if they're sending mixed, I mean, if they're sending mixed signals, but if they're really showing that they don't like it, then I guess it's pretty cool to back off for now.
What if the feeling remains the same after a long period of time? What would you do if that's the case?
Well, yeah, it is very hard to move on unless you distance yourself from that person like for a long time. So I think it's hard to just let feelings pass like that. So I think it's best to, I mean, the fact that you already said your feelings is already enough for you to,
Yeah.
move on with life.
Right.
But then if you're still not satisfied with that and you
Yeah.
really want to confront and like make things work, then you have to work.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for the wise advice. And shall we cover a couple of advice from the listeners?
Oh, okay, let's go.
Do you guys want to highlight anything?
Oh, we got Sean over here.
Okay, what did he say?
Take your time, prioritize your well-being, and consider having an honest conversation with your friend about your feelings. Oh, yeah. You deserve clarity and peace.
True.
That's true.
And another one from Adrian Haram Han too. Vinci, do you want to cover that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Adrian says, learn to shield yourself from those kinds of relationships. I can relate to that, though, except that it was a boy. It even lasted for like 4 years until I stopped thinking about it. Wow. Yeah, but that happens though, right? Like the long-term feelings that lingers even after everything, that's a real thing.
Anyway, shall we move on and recommend a song for this person, Maxine, who's suffering from a one-sided love? Yeah. So who do you want to, which one of you want to go first?
Okay, I'll go. I recommend Sour Grapes
Okay.
by Le Seraphim 선배님.
Okay.
Because love is like sour grapes, it hits, the sour,
Wow.
there's many things about love. There's so many things like that's confusing. Sometimes you overthink, sometimes you get hurt, sometimes you get happy. And that's I think this song is a good choice,
Fruits.
You know, in
It's
my
about
personal
falling in
opinion,
love.
I think you are the most interesting subject to talk to in my life. Is every time you share those wise words referring to life,
Mind-blowing.
referring to as sour grapes and all that, I forget the fact that I'm talking to a person who's still at a young age.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
really
yeah.
admirable. Thank you so much for the
Yes.
recommendation. And Vinci, what about you?
I brought in Try Again by Jaehyun 선배님. It's an ode to you to try again
Oh yeah.
because you got rejected. But
Yeah.
I think with love that you think
Mhm.
is real, there's a chance for you to try again.
Okay, thank you so much for giving this person a little bit of hope, Vinci. And we now are going to have a listen to these songs right away, chosen by these two. And do not forget to share your opinions about the previous message because you guys have no right to vote on this segment. Anyway, this is Sour Grapes by Le Seraphim, chosen by Marcus, and Try Again by Deer plus Chaehyun, Vinci's choice.
Let's go.
Yeah. 나도 모르게 달콤한 아침이고요 이건 사랑 맞아 널 한참 노려봐 내 손에 뚝 떨어지길 기다리고 있어 갖고 싶어 손쉽게 낭만적인 fairy tale 사다리를 오를 때 두 발 아래 난 아찔해 허나 좀 더 길게 팔을 뻗어도 닿지 않아 뒤꿈치를 들어도 도무지가 손에 줄 수 없는 love 이러다가 나만 다치겠어 Yeah you heard me 푸른 쌉싸름해 I don't wanna taste 뭐 그리 달콤하진 않을 것 같아 설익은 감정들이 I just feel afraid I'll never buy the pain 눈물 나게 시큼한 맛 그런 게 만약 사랑이면 맛보고 싶지 않아 I just feel afraid Love is sour grey 눈이 스치면 가끔씩은 맘끝이 좀 떨리기도 했어 처음 느껴보는 hurt 한 입 정도 깨문다면 어떨까도 했어 붉어지는 열매에 시선을 다 뺏긴 채 가지 끝에 달린 grapes 대단할까 상상돼 허나 한 걸음씩 거리 좁혀도 너의 손을 잡을 수는 없는 걸 사다리 저 너머 위에 놓인 너 나만 괜히 상처받기 싫어 Yeah you heard me 푸른 쌉싸름해 I don't wanna taste 뭐 그리 달콤하진 않을 것 같아 설익은 감정들이 I just feel afraid I'll never buy the pain 눈물 나게 시큼한 맛 그런 게 만약 사랑이면 맛보고 싶지 않아 I just feel afraid Love is sour grapes 착각은 마 딱히 널 좋아한 적 없으니까 조금도 아쉽지가 않다니까 내가 날 속여오대 all night yeah. 아직 어설프게 익지 않은 grapes 아마도 내겐 때가 아닌 것 같아 푸릇하게 아직 설익은 내 scent I'm feeling scared yeah. 눈물 나게 시큼한 맛 그런 게 만약 사랑이면 맛보고 싶지 않아 I just feel afraid Love is sour grapes
우리가 나눈 긴 시간만큼 늘어난 기댄 어쩌면 당연할지도 몰라 수많은 외침도 서로의 마음엔 닿지 못한 채 그렇게 흘러가기도 했지만 So whenever you ask me again how I feel, please remember my answer is you. 먼 길을 다시 돌아간다 해도 난 여전히 같은 맘일 테니까 We'll be alright, I want to try again.
잦은 다툼에 몇 번이고 다시 무너져도 중요한 건 우리라고 말했듯 무의미하지 않아 지난 날이 말해주고 있는 걸. So whenever you ask me again how I feel, please remember my answer is you. 먼 길을 다시 돌아간다 해도 난 여전히 같은 맘일 테니까. We'll be alright. I want to try again.
같은 반복이어도 you should know that
I'm always on your side. Please remember my answer is you. 먼 길을 다시 돌아간다 해도
여전히 같은 맘일 테니까.
we'll be alright. I want to try again. We'll be alright. Please try again.
You know, I personally think it's going to be extremely hard to choose a better song for this person, message sender Maxine, is because I think the songs contain totally different vibes away from each other. Sour Grapes, almost like a consolation song for this dude who's suffering from one-sided love, telling life is like a sour grape. It has its ups and downs, but you're going to get to a positive point in some point at your life. While Vinci coming up with this song, Try Again, giving a slight hope to this person at the same time. So I'd say it's a really well balanced song recommendations from these two. But according to Marcus, he has a quite funny story to share.
Yeah, I got a story. Like, I'm gonna wrap it up real quick. I remember.
No, you don't have to wrap it up
I
real
don't have to
quick.
wrap it
Please
up.
go through every
Okay,
single
I will
details you told us.
I will say it almost
very
the exact
interesting, guys.
same way I told you guys. So I remember I listened to Try Again. It was quarantine. I was doing my exam. I was doing my exam.
At the age of, that's the most important part.
I was 12. I was 12 years old.
And he was
okay?
having a breakdown.
I was having the worst breakdown of my life. I was crying. I was like, how am I gonna do this exam? I was sitting at my room. It was dark. I had my lights off. I was sitting there for like 14 hours straight because I wouldn't do my exam when I was supposed to. So I had to cram and do the exam at that day, and I couldn't finish it. I was doing my maths. I remember I was doing probability.
And Try Again was playing.
Try Again was playing. I was crying, man. I was like, what do I do? So whenever. And I was like, oh, I can't do this.
That's hilarious.
I remember I would send a picture of myself crying. I would send it to my sister. And she would cry out. I mean, she would laugh out loud that I was crying doing my maths.
You know what's funny about that story, especially the ending part of that, was you decided to take a selfie of you crying and send it to your.
It's a good way to remember that time.
Wow. Anyway, thank you so much to both of you for bringing these two amazing songs. And before we move on to the next song, we totally forgot to name tonight's trophy.
Oh,
Yay! So what should we call it tonight?
I don't. Let's see. What
I saw some suggestions, things like
Yeah.
Rising Sunflower.
Rising
or-
Sunflower. We saw a Rising Hopia from
yeah.
earlier.
Yeah.
You know what? Since it's my first time experiencing a Hopia in my life, so why don't we call it the Best Hopia Award?
Best
Yeah,
Hopia
Best
Award.
Hopia Award.
Okay,
Let's
thank
go.
you so much. We're going to stick to that. Whoever wins gets this award. We're going to find out real soon by the end of the show. And we're going to move on to message number 2. Vinci, take it away.
Yeah. Oh no. It got mixed up. Oh no. Wait a minute.
Take your time.
Okay.
Take your time. It's okay.
You
We
got it.
got it.
Yes.
Okay, this is from Wanda1234. Dear DJ Sam, Marcus, and Vinci, greetings. I'm Wanda, and I've been grappling with a persistent problem. Despite enjoying my current job for the past 4 years, I yearn to explore other professional opportunities. Although I've expressed this desire to my family, they insist that I should stay content with my current position. They question the need for a change when I already have a job. I'm torn between following my heart's desire and break my family's heart, or just keep things as it is and follow my family's decision for me. Any advice on how to navigate this situation?
Wow, this is
Wanda,
tricky.
Wanda.
Tough.
Okay. So I'm gonna ask you the question. What do you think about this message, Vinci?
Well, I think anything that you would decide on in the future will not really break your parents' heart. I mean, at first they would probably feel hurt by you turning your back against them and
Right.
not doing as they told you, but at the end of the day, it's your life to live, and
Exactly.
if they see you happy and thriving and just you don't have regrets from that decision you made, then I think everything will go fine and no hearts will be broken.
Sounds like an advice from your actual life, actually.
Yeah, I mean,
How does your parents feel about your success?
well, actually my parents are very supportive.
Yeah.
And even back when I was young, when I was going to high school, because I moved to the city far away from my hometown to study my specific course.
Okay.
So I had to like really convince them, and I had to take things into my own accord
Right.
for once in life, because I was still young that time. And it felt nice because it felt like you had control over your life. I mean, as a young child, of course, your parents are looking over you, and you just have they're not controlling or manipulating you, but
Right.
you have this backup system. But
Right.
that's the time you become independent and you really feel like you're living life independently. So I think making your own choices, if you think what's gonna make you happy, is not a bad thing and could actually be the best thing for you.
Okay, thank you so much. What about you, Marcus?
Actually, I feel really sorry for Wanda 1234.
Why?
For this situation. I think
Okay.
it's really tough, and personally, I can't really relate to this. 'Cause
Okay.
I
I'm not-
doubt.
Yeah, I mean,
I
right,
feel like
don't
you can, as a child who has gone through lots of things.
but I mean, I have loving, supportive parents, and I haven't gone to like this situation where they're like, I gotta go if I'm gonna go with what I want to do or what they want to do. But I always think that do what your heart desires is the best way to go with life, because like what Vinci said, it's your life at the end of the day. It's not their life, but it's if you believe in something that you want to do. I mean, I know you're just exploring, right? But if there's really something that you want to pursue, and you really think that your heart wants it, don't overthink it. Just go for it. Cause when you want to do something, and you don't feel like you're being forced to do something, you're gonna 100% thrive at that
Okay.
one thing, and that has been my case. I wasn't forced to do this idol stuff. I wanted to perform for my whole life,
Right.
and I have been having fun, and I have not felt the demotivation. So I think that's gonna be the same case with you, Wanda. So Wanda.
Okay. But the thing about this message is that I kind of can relate to this person is because, I mean, I obviously grew up in a family where I was forced to do this and that and all that. It was pretty typical in our culture. So
right.
It's not a matter of bad or good, but it's more like you being freed from the standard that your parents made for you.
Yes.
So coincidentally, our first half was pretty much filled with the topic of what's the definition of being a good parent. So what do you guys think is being a good parent?
Well, I think it's about also making your child learn how to be independent, because that's how I was raised. I
Right.
was raised not very, dependent on my parents. I mean, they were there when I really needed them and I asked for help and advice, but they're not there all the time to always,
Right.
hold me up.
True.
because it's hard when you grow old. It helps with the coping of adulthood,
Right.
which I'm actually in that process right now, and it really helped for me, for my parents to be very supportive, but not in a way that's like very manipulative or like too controlling.
Okay.
So I think that's how I would be a parent in the future as well.
Wow, you're gonna be a really good parent. You sound Vinci. What about you, Marcus? Same questions to you?
I think being a good parent is kind of like teaching your child to work with what they have, because there's some spoiled kids out there because the parents would just like spoil them, and I remember like my parents, or especially my dad, he would be strict with me at times, and I really thank him for being strict with me and like taking things away from me for the meantime, for the better. Because I learned how to enjoy without having everything that I want. And I remember like if there is something that I want, and at that time like I would want like just tech stuff, like
A Switch,
like a Nintendo Switch or whatever. I would have to do my my to-do list, and I have to like focus
You
on
have
my
to
goal
earn it.
first. Yeah. And I have to be successful with what I do.
Wow.
And then only then will I have what I want.
Okay.
And I
thank
think
you.
it helps with being patient with life, and it helps with just being happy, actually.
Thank you so much for the wise words. Anyway, time for us to recommend songs for this person. Well, let's begin with Vinci's song choice. What did you bring for this person?
Yes. Oh my! I brought in "To My Youth" by 볼빨간 사춘기.
Okay.
Yes, it's a youth. It's an ode to your youth. So I think also one thing when you're trying to decide on stuff is also try to think of the younger version of you and think what would they think if you're there. If like, wow, you see yourself from 10 years from now. So yeah, it's a message to your younger self.
Okay, thank you. What about you, Marcus?
I got Running by Gaho. And it's actually from an OST of
Okay.
Startup, a K-drama. It's my family's
yeah.
favorite. It's my
Ooh.
favorite of all time.
Okay.
And it talks about running towards your dreams and not being scared of taking the leap of faith, And I hope that Wanda 1234 will be inspired to just go for it and wing it. It's totally fine.
Well, thank you so much to both of you for bringing these two songs. We're going to play them right away. This is 나의 사춘기에게 To My Youth by 볼빨간 사춘기, chosen by Vinci. Running by Kaho, Marcus's choice.
나는 한때 내가 이 세상에 사라지길 바랬어. 온 세상이 너무나 깜깜해 매일 밤을 울던 날. 차라리 내가 사라지면 마음이 편할까. 모두가 날 바라보는 시선이 너무나 두려워. 아름답게 아름답던 그 시절을 난 아파서 사랑받을 수 없었던 내가 너무나 싫어서. 엄마는 아빠는 다 나만 바라보는데 내 마음은 그런 게 아닌데 자꾸만 말아만 가. 어떡해 어떡해 시간이 이야기라는 말이 내게 정말 맞더라고. 하루가 지나면 지날수록 더 나아지더라고. 근데 가끔은 너무 행복하면 또 아파올까봐
This is according to the Ministry of the Interior and Safety. A heavy snowfall alert has been issued for Chungcheong and Jeolla regions and Jeju-do Island. In addition, a severe cold snap is expected on Thursday, with morning temperatures plunging to minus 15 degrees. In areas where facility damage from heavy snow is expected, including greenhouses and livestock houses, remove the accumulated snow in advance to prevent roof collapses. To prevent slip and fall accidents, please remove the snow in front of your house and store. Since the road is frozen and there is a risk of slipping, use public transportation when commuting and keep a safe distance while driving. Reduce the maximum speed by 20% if the road surface is wet and 50% if it is frozen. When you're away from home for more than one day, leave the faucet open to help prevent pipes from freezing. Also, wrap the water meter box with thermal materials such as old clothes to prevent it from freezing. Also, be careful when you use electric blankets and heating pads to prevent fires from happening in your home. Now we go back to our regular program. You're listening to Arirang Radio.
Breathe in 숨을 내쉬고 두려움에 맞설 때 내게 들려온 한마디 조금 더 힘을 내라고 안개 속에 가려져 한 줄기 빛도 없이 고민하고 또 고민했었어 오늘의 나를 위해서 남과 다른 시선에 또다시 뒤처지는 그런 날들에 반대로 나를 일으켜 달려나가 지금부터 시작해봐 앞을 달려 Running running 세상에 소리쳐 막다른 길이 나타나도 난 괜찮아 지금부터 시작해봐 앞을 달려 Running running 너와 함께라면 모든 날 속에서 끝없이 달려봐 거친 세상 속 삶이 나를 누르고 점점 버거워질 때 내게 건네온 그 손길 한 번 더 일어나라고 때론 울기도 하고 때론 소리치지만 내겐 절대로 지울 수 없는 나만의 중심이 있어 남과 다른 시선에 또다시 뒤처지는 그런 날들에 반대로 나를 일으켜 달려나가 지금부터 시작해봐 앞을 달려 Running running 세상에 소리쳐 막다른 길이 나타나도 난 괜찮아 지금부터 시작해봐 앞을 달려 Running running 너와 함께라면 모든 날 속에서 끝없이 달려봐 거친 세상 속 서로에게 빛이
welcome back. I mean, I may have seemed like I wasn't really paying attention to the songs when during the song breaks, but I really enjoyed these two amazing song recommendations from these two. But since the second song was an OST from a drama, a K-drama, shall we talk a little bit more about that? What kind of K-drama is it, did you say?
It's a startup.
Startup.
It's about starting up a company.
Okay.
Starting from a dream and into a reality.
Okay, and the story goes on?
And the story goes on. There's love, going on. Yeah.
And they become successful with the business.
They become successful at the end, but I don't want to spoil anything.
Okay,
But it's a really good plot.
Okay. Guys, if you guys are curious, make sure to watch that K-drama. And with that, we are going to move on to the last message from Chun. I recently became friends with someone named A, and this friend shared some personal secrets with me. The things she said were really hard to believe. I tried to comfort her by saying, "You've been through a lot." Her stories were so heartbreaking. There weren't good people around this friend, so I felt the need to be a good person for her. However, one of my close friends lived in the same neighborhood as this friend, so I subtly asked about it. Without mentioning the friend's secret, I asked, "Do you know what happened to A?" But then my friend said, she tells too many lies. Hearing that, I became quite confused. How should I handle my relationship with A? Should I still believe what A said? Wow.
That is like a riddle. I felt like I listened to a riddle right there.
It's quite hard.
That's confusing.
It's hard.
You guys ever faced a real liar in your life before?
No.
Yeah.
Have I?
Yeah.
Like a straight up liar?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm
I
not
guess
sure
I wouldn't
if I
know.
got lied to,
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
Have you?
I did once in my life in the past when I was still in my early 20s. I was about your age. Just got out of the military. I was about 23, and I met this guy whose last name was Young Dragon. What a coincidence! What a coincidence.
Young Dragon. Dragon.
Yeah. So anyway, so the thing about him is that I thought like we were having like a genuine relationship as friends, right? I thought he was always being quite honest with his life, with me and all that. So we got along pretty well, and he also pursued a path as a musician too back in the days before he made his transition into becoming something very shady. We cannot talk about that on air, of course. But the thing is, he turned out to be a huge liar, and then yeah, the relationship, like it was like kind of reached to this point that it was unreturnable.
Right.
And I don't know what to say about this person. I mean, since this person who lives close to this person A claims that this person A is a huge liar, I think you should try to hear a story from the neighbor, not from A, because there may be a huge chance A may be a person who bluffs a lot.
Yeah.
Could be.
So try to take advice from the neighbor first, and then try talking to A.
Yes.
And I gotta say, lying is kind of a mental disease you cannot really fix over time, despite like sending this specific liar to a therapist or whatever. So you should stay away from those bluffers in your life. Anyway, I guess there is nothing else we can say to this person. But if we were to come up with a final verdict, what would you say? Should this person stay away from A or not?
Well,
Let's tie down to that.
I mean, I think it's best to get a second opinion. Like, try other people around A and ask if that's the same case with them. Because it could be a thing where it's just gossip that she's a liar,
Right.
but she's actually not. So it's kind of abrupt to just believe into one person saying she's a liar and already cut off
That's a valid point right there, yeah?
So I guess you could also try, testing the waters and also asking A maybe directly about some stuff like that. I mean, it's hard to confront when someone's lying. Someone's just lying. You just can't put it out of them. So good luck.
Good luck.
Good
What
luck.
about you, Marcus?
I mean, yeah, I would definitely go deep into it with a close friend, because I mean it is a close friend, so you have to trust your close friend, right? So I think maybe A is
I'm gonna make it simple for you. Stay away or not. In 3, 2, 1.
Stay aware,
Thank
bro.
you so much, Marcus. Anyway, with that, we're gonna reveal the winner for tonight's final pick. Let's go. Drum roll, please. The winner of the best
Hopia.
Let's
Hopia
Let's hope, yeah.
is Vinci.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
I'm the best Hopia.
Speech.
Yeah, we gotta get the second speech of the day. You made a speech earlier
yeah.
for the award.
Yes, I am so honored to be the best Hopia. Because Hopia is just mind-blowingly yummy. And I want to be like that. I want to be mind-blowingly yummy, yeah.
wanna be yummy.
And I will move forward from this day on to be mind-blowingly yummy.
So can you give us some good quality hopia then?
Yeah, I mean, I already did.
Oh yeah, you actually did.
Yeah, you did. Anyway, thank you so much to both of you for coming through the show for this segment. And since Vinci won tonight's segment, we're gonna play 16 and call it a day. Well, shall we say goodbye all together in 3, 2, 1? Hopia!
Hopia, goodbye.